Today we have a special Philly influencer who I'm really excited to have on the show.
And I had not a good experience. Wow, I'm completely drawing a blank. I think that everyone deserves a second chance. Does that even count? That is, oh my gosh.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Progress Podcast. Today we have a special Philly influencer who I'm really excited to have on the show.
I'm really excited to be here. I'm surprised that you wanted to have me.
We have the one and only Penny in Philly. So Penny, please introduce yourself to the audience.
I'm Penny. I have a TikTok called Penny in Philly, and I just meander around the city.
Awesome.
That's kind of what I do.
So Penny, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to go into a lot of different topics, games, trivias, all types of fun stuff today.
Okay, I'm excited.
Test your knowledge a little bit.
Nervous, but sure.
Also, we're going to try a few different things. I want to do this because I feel like you have a lot of value to give. And a lot of the places where we pull the list from, people either really like the list or they hate the list.
Okay.
But you're someone who knows Philly well. So we're going to get some of your opinions and get some of Penny's list.
Okay. And I have very strong opinions, so we'll see how it goes.
Perfect. So just want to get to know you a little bit, and so our audience knows who you are. How did you get actually started in content creation?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think it's not something I think about often. So coming out of the pandemic, I think a lot of people were drawn to TikTok and kind of like content and what could be put out there and just like learning so many new things. And I kind of saw a hole in people being afraid to start going out to restaurants and going back into the world because they didn't know if it was safe. So I would go out to restaurants where they would have, the spaces up for 6 feet apart. Everyone still wore a mask and just showing like this small business is not necessarily hurting, but like they could use more business and it's safe to come in here. Like they're doing everything best practice. So I started doing that and posting about it because I thought it was important to bring, visibility into these businesses. And like I said, being safe in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then it accidentally took off because a lot of influencers in the city really bolstered this one establishment that I won't name. And I went because I thought it would be really fun. And I had not a good experience, like almost the opposite of a good experience. And I posted about it just to be honest and say like, people are saying to spend your money here and you could spend it elsewhere. And it took off. It caught on like wildfire and people really liked the honesty of it. So I just kept it going.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it was.
So how did that end? Did the restaurant or place ever reach out to you and like, what the heck are you doing? Like,
funny enough, well, so no, they didn't reach out at the time, but now 2 years later, I think that they either didn't know that I posted it or don't remember because they've invited me in.
No way.
They've invited me back in and I got the message and I was like, they must not know I shit on them and I really bad mouthed them. But it's a funny world where I was like, they either don't know or they didn't care.
Would you ever go back for like part 2, like, and see if it changed at all?
I've thought about it. But I don't see if I went back, I'd have to be honest again. And I'm afraid that if I went back, I still wouldn't like it. And then I would double down. And they also own a few other restaurants. So I would blacklist myself from being able to go to the other ones.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
It's a tough spot that I'm in.
That is a tough spot.
I would say never. I might go back and give them a second chance because I've done that before. But
well, I know a few people have done that. I've seen it before, especially with like, I'll get like random cheesesteak reviews and like foods, and people definitely will go back and try it again.
Because some days like places have bad days.
People have bad, yeah, exactly.
And I get it, and like, I think that everyone deserves a second chance. But this was like multiple things were wrong. But I believe that they could have changed. But yeah, the cheesesteak ones are huge. Like, because I'll watch videos of content about cheesesteaks, and I'm like, well, you're just dead wrong. Like, you had to have gone on a really bad day. So when people go back, I appreciate that. I'm like, see, I told you it was gonna be good.
Yep, exactly. So what kind of content do you create? What's your like niche? What do you typically talk about?
So I started off in food and like restaurants in Philly, and then would get random like invites to boutiques or new store openings, and then randomly I vlogged a day because I was doing so much, and that took off. So right now I'm more in like the lifestyle niche, just like day in my lives, and I still do like the food content and reviews, but I would say more like lifestyle leaning.
More lifestyle?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, make sure to give Penny a follow.
Oh God, you don't have to.
And without further ado, I think it's time to get on to some of the games.
Oh gosh, okay. Let's do it.
So we're known for naming off some list here.
Yes.
And we have a few we want to go off and try to guess.
Okay.
All right. So Our first is gonna be involving nightlife in Philly.
Oh yeah. You mean the thing that's taking off like a rocket right now? The thing that came back from the dead? Yeah, let's do
Yeah, yep.
it.
I was actually just funny enough out a couple weeks ago, and I could not believe all the lines of people. I was like, "Are we in Philly or
Yeah, like this
Miami?"
can't be
Like
the
it
same
was
city because
crazy.
around the block lines.
Mm-hmm.
It is something that I haven't seen since college.
Yeah,
And now I feel old.
yeah. Philly's back.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mm,
let's get into our first list here.
okay.
So, Penny,
Yes.
what are the top 10 nightclubs in Philadelphia? And this is according to Secret Philadelphia. They have like a lot of lists and blogs and stuff.
They do. Okay, so I know Secret Philadelphia, but I don't want that to bias me. Okay, nightclubs.
Nightclubs.
Oh gosh, I'm like, have I ever even been to a nightclub? Rome.
Rome, no, not on the list.
Not on the list. Okay, this shows how much
Think
I know
back
about.
to like when you were like in college and stuff. A lot. I feel like a lot of these places have a younger
I feel like
vibe.
a lot of these places have closed since I've been in college. Pulse?
Pulse, no, not on the
No.
list.
Like I said, I'm showing my age. Noto?
Noto is number 2.
Okay, really? Number two?
Number 2.
Okay. Was not expecting that. Noto. Okay. Is it like traditional club? Like we're talking like
We're
oons
talking
oons?
like, yeah, like except one of these, I feel like doesn't really meet that criteria, but like 9 out of 10 do. The first one is a newer one. It's kind of taken off by storm.
Is it like how brand new are we talking?
It's
Like
pretty new. It has like kind of like a speakeasy vibe, kind of.
is it Frame?
Not Frame.
Frame? No. Is Frame on the list or Unframed?
Not on the list.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I am just like batting zero. Newer. So I know like Mr. Ivy just opened.
That is number 10 on the list.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Ivy. That one you have to go to. Highly recommend. Such a fun
spot?
time. Yes. Very, very fun. Wow. I'm like completely drawing a blank. Give me a hint. Like give me like
Give
the
me-
area of the city.
So mainly Center City, that area.
Okay.
This one's I feel like they have an after hours thing.
I know the Winston does after hours. Is the Winston on there at all?
The Winston is not on here.
Oh my gosh, I'm doing so terribly. You guys can tell that I don't go out that often. Okay, Center City, Vinyl.
Vinyl's not on the list. Yeah,
That is shocking.
that is. I was actually very
but
surprised.
Noto is number two.
Number 2 is Noto.
Who's going clubbing? Because these are not the spots you should be hitting. Okay, Center City, traditional club, speakeasy vibe.
Yeah, this one's newer. If you want now, you can throw in the towel when you want. We can just go through the list and talk about it.
Yeah, let's do that because I
Okay.
feel like as soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah. So number 10, you had Mr. Ivy, which you got. Number 9 is Roar, which I think is on.
That's
Bell
what
Rock.
I was
Yeah.
trying to say, not Rome, Roar. That's
Roar.
right on Columbus Boulevard.
Yeah. So you grew up in the area.
Yes.
So you remember, well, at least I remember going there in height. It was 17 to enter, 21 to drink.
And every commercial said it.
Yeah.
Every single
Yeah.
commercial said it.
It's
Yeah.
called like Onyx or something back then.
Club Onyx.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm really like I feel like we are showing our age. Yes, I remember Club Onyx.
Number 8 is Tierra Nightclub.
Never even heard of it.
Never heard of it. Yeah.
Have you been?
I haven't been, no.
Okay.
Number 7 is Concourse.
Does that even count? That is, oh my gosh. You can
Yeah.
be 18, fresh in college, and get into Concourse. Like that.
Yeah. That's the ball pit, right?
It's the ball pit. It's the
Yeah.
slide to get in.
I think someone was telling me they got sick in the ball pit or.
Oh, I've heard that they don't clean it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. I'm surprised that made the list, but Vinyl didn't.
No. Number 6, this one was a super surprise. Kavanaugh's River Deck.
Okay, we need to define club because that is a bar and it has a nightlife, but that's not a club.
Yeah, I don't know if they go for like a dance floor type or.
They do have the dance floor in the back. Okay. I guess I can kind of, but if you're saying Cavs is on there, then is Morgan's Pier?
No, Morgan's Pier is not.
They're the same vibe.
Yeah, but Morgan's Pier does not have a dance floor, do they?
They do, like it's small, but it's like
Oh,
on
they
the side
do,
of the
where they
yeah.
had a concert and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're totally right. Yeah,
So Cavs River Deck.
maybe they paid them off. I don't
yeah.
know.
I've
Uh,
only had interesting times at Cavs River Deck.
I've
so.
never been.
Oh, don't go.
Number 5 is Reserve Lounge. No.
Also never people are gonna think I'm lame.
This one you're gonna be surprised you missed it.
Okay.
Number 4 is Voyeur.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So then is Woody's also on there?
It is not. I know. Yeah.
I don't understand. Okay. Voyeur makes sense.
Yes.
That one is a lot of fun.
Hmm.
And I'm sad that I didn't get that.
Yeah. Number 3 is Vesper.
Okay. Well, I thought that they weren't really doing anything anymore.
I don't know. I mean, I looked it up because I know they tore down the spot in Northern Liberties,
Yeah.
but apparently there's a club called Prestige, Vesper Prestige.
I know Vesper in Center City because that's where all like the Eagles players go.
Yeah, I think that's the one that they were talking about.
Man, I am sad that I missed that one. I should have had that.
Yeah.
And now I'm embarrassed.
Number 2 is Noto.
Yeah.
And number 1 was Midnight in the Wicked.
See, I haven't been there. I didn't know. So that's a club vibe.
Definitely club vibe. So they have 2 parts. It's like the one part's like a club, like traditional looking like club. They have bottle service, all that, and then the back part is like it reminds me of like a speakeasy, like whiskey type vibe.
Because they have the vault, like that you have to walk through. Okay,
exactly.
So I've heard great things. I need to go. Number 1, but now I'm questioning if I should go because if Noto is number 2, I'm like,
well, I've been to Midnight and Wicked. It's a cool vibe. It's a wide mix.
okay. So like if you want to have a chiller night, you could go, and then if you want to get crazy because you've had too many drinks during your chill night, there's a space for you. Okay.
Exactly. Yep.
It's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Wow, I did terribly.
No, you did fine. These lists are super hard. It's hard to get all of them, and especially like you're on the spot, and like you know if nightclubs aren't 100% your thing, it's going to be harder.
Yeah.
This one though, I think you're going to do better. This one's an easier list.
Okay.
What are the top 5 bars to watch an Eagles game in Philadelphia?
Oh wow. Okay, I know off the bat, Chickies and Pete's has to be on there.
Chickies and Pete's is number 2 on the list.
Yeah. Okay. That one's like a dead giveaway. People love Chickies and Pete's for the game.
Yeah.
The other ones to watch a game. So I'm doing a series right now on places to watch a game, but that are more niche. So I should know this more than I think that I do. Big Ladder 15.
Ladder? No, they're not on the list.
Not on the list. I'm gonna guess a lot of them are Center City.
Yeah. Besides, well,
oh, okay.
Number Xfinity. Xfinity's 1.
Yeah,
Xfinity
okay.
Xfinity Live
People are gonna get so mad. How was that not the first thing I was shouting? Xfinity, yeah, obviously that one makes sense. Okay. So we have Xfinity, we have Chickies and Pete's.
Yes.
I feel like there has to be another one in South Philly that I'm missing.
There is one more in South Philly.
Okay.
It's right by Pat's and Gino's.
Garage? Really?
Yeah, they put that, number 3 on the list.
Okay. I can see that though.
Mm-hmm.
Like leaving the tailgates, going back to Philly or South Philly and then watching the game there.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have those 3, and you said there's 5.
Yeah, 2 more. The 4th one I've never heard of before.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what area it's in?
I don't. I can actually look that up.
I'm trying to think because I recently just watched a game at Liberty grounds, and that is a setup.
Where's that at?
Right in. I'm trying to. It's off of Girard. If you go farther up, Fairmount. It's in Fairmount.
Okay.
Yeah, very fun place. TVs everywhere.
Liberty
Food's
grounds.
great.
Check it out.
Yeah, but I'm gonna guess it's not on the list because
it's not on the list. Maybe it should be.
Yeah, if this was based on Penny's opinions, this would not be the list. But yeah.
Number 4, this place I looked it up is in like University City area.
Oh, is it the Post?
The Post.
The Post.
The Post
Okay.
is number 4.
Yeah,
Yes.
that opened right after I left Drexel.
Okay.
But I've heard that spot is like actually insane.
Really?
Yeah, like fun for
Check
the
it out.
game, fun for like even just hanging out. Yeah.
Is it more like college vibe, or you think it's all ages?
I would say, well, the people that live in U City are more college vibes. So I would say probably a younger crowd.
Okay.
But it's a nice place to go if you do live in like West Philly area and you don't want to travel down to Center City.
The Post.
Yeah.
Number 4. Number 5. I'm sure you've been there.
Oh gosh.
We
Okay.
were talking about it a little earlier too.
It's not McGillen's, is it?
It's McGillen's.
It's McGillen's?
It's McGillen's. Yeah.
I just feel like it has to be a madhouse in there because like even when they do karaoke, it's just loud.
Yeah, I know. I've actually never been there for an Eagles game, but I'm sure it's a great time.
No, I mean the pictures, that's all you need. They have pictures, they have the screens. Okay.
Yes.
I'm not that surprised then.
So if you could replace any of those or change any of those out, would you?
Yes. Well, no, those are all great spots to watch a game, I'm sure. They're just not my vibe. Like I love energy, but I also like when I can hear the game.
Yeah.
I'm big on like I need the sound.
Yes.
So that's why like Liberty Grounds is great. You can hear it. They also have a DJ between the breaks. So I like it there. And then I also watched before at Ortlieb's and I got a lot of crap for it.
Leaves?
In Northern Liberties.
Oh, I don't know that spot.
I might be saying it right. It's definitely Ortlieb's. I don't think I'm saying it wrong, but
Okay.
yeah. They have hot dogs. They have the game on. It is a
Really?
little bit cramped, so I like
Hot
it.
dogs?
Yeah, hot every
How can I miss
24/7, 24/7 hot dogs. Well, until the bar closes, but
No. Okay. I'm gonna have to write this up.
you have to look it up because like you can put a hot dog in a pickle. It's a vibe.
Really?
Yeah. So I would
Oh.
definitely put them up there, but like it should not get too crowded because it is a little cramped in there. But those are both fun spots.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, check those out.
Yeah.
Next up, we are gonna go over some happy hour spots.
Okay.
What are the top 10 happy hour spots in Philadelphia? This according to the infatuation.com.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go strong, and by strong I might hit and miss. Pearl and Mary's.
Pearl and Mary's. Yeah, that's number 9 on the list. Pearl
Okay.
and Mary Oyster Bar. So I'm gonna say the neighborhoods as well because people love to hear the neighborhoods and what these lists say.
Yeah.
So this is Midtown Village.
Oh, that's not real. I swear, like they redrew the map. That is not real. Okay, so Midtown Village, we're talking the same area. Prunella?
Prunella is not on the list.
Not on the list. Okay. So are we sticking that area? Can I jump around?
So a lot of these are like Center City type area. A few further out, like Fishtown area, a little north, little South Philly.
Okay.
So greater Center City though.
I'm thinking like Mission Taqueria.
No, not on the list.
Wow. And I called myself a foodie. What's right next door? Oyster Bar? Oyster House. Oyster House, yeah.
Number 4 on the list.
Really?
Yeah. Oyster House, Center City.
And Pearl and Mary's was 9 because they're like the same vibe, and I think Pearl and Mary's might be a little bit cheaper.
Really?
Yeah. So interesting. What about across the street? Harp and Crown.
Harp and Crown is not on the list.
I am doing so awfully. Wow. Okay. We're still talking Midtown. I'm like going like on a map in my head.
Number 1 is not in Center City though.
Okay.
Neither is number 2 or 3.
Oh, okay. So outside of Center City.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say like Charlie was a sinner.
Not on the list.
Not on the list.
Mm-mm.
Okay. If this was a list of like what can I get wrong, I think I'd be doing really well. Okay. So what? Well, I don't want too many.
So we
hints.
have like some in Pass Young, East Pass Young. Old
Oh,
Kensington,
Cantina,
Society
Los
Hill.
Caballitos.
That is not on the list.
These people don't know good happy hour spots. These are like I feel like the ones that make the list are the like not like gimmicky ones, but like
Yeah.
the more like everyone knows about them.
Mm.
I'm just like so underground. That's so embarrassing. Okay. Let's go through it, and
Okay.
so then I can be angry when I'm like, I should have guessed that.
You're gonna know definitely some of these. Some of these are gonna be some misses. Some of these are definitely gonna be like what?
Yeah.
All right. So number 10 is La Chinesca.
Okay.
Spring Garden.
Really?
Yeah.
For happy hour.
Yeah.
They have great food, but I've
I've never
never because it's kind of out of the way.
Yeah. It's like just like it's like north of like Broad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then what about Juno?
Juno, no, not on the list.
See, I need to start making these lists
Yeah.
because not that I can do it better, but
You
I
should
think I
start a
can.
blog.
I should.
You really should.
And then maybe I'd make it onto these lists. I'd take from my blog and be like,
Definitely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
okay.
Maybe like some of these lists that you're gonna make, you can be the start of your blog.
Well, or your next episode, you can be like, according to Penny, she
I
says
could
that
do
these
that.
are the
I could do
best.
that. We're gonna do that actually. Number 9 is Pearl and Mary Oyster Bar. What you got?
Mhm.
Number 8 is Village Whiskey in Rittenhouse.
Really?
Have you been there before?
I have, but for happy hour, I mean, I like whiskey, and when I went, it is very whiskey forward. But for
Yeah.
happy hour, I'm not trying to sip on an old fashioned, so I just guess I
Mm.
ruled it out.
Yeah, I think it went off of like prices of different drinks and also like their happy hour like food specials.
Okay, that's a big part of it. Because sometimes
Mhm.
at happy hour now, it's still like $10 for a cocktail. So
Yeah, it's still up there.
yeah.
Number 7, Barcelona Wine Bar, East Pass Young.
Okay, I've heard amazing things.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet.
I have not been there yet. No. It's like being from Philly and never seeing the Liberty Bell. I feel like it just makes sense to miss out on
Yeah,
some of these spots.
same. Number 6 is Double Knot, Center City.
Okay. I should have gotten that or Sampan because they're both amazing.
Yeah, I need to get out more. Jeez. Number 5 is Tamalex Bar and Grill.
Never heard of that one.
Tamalex, Society Hill.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's not that far from me. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, now I'm making a list of places I need to check out now so I can see if this list is correct.
Yeah, absolutely. You should actually make a series where you
Try
out-
all of these,
Yeah.
yeah, and rate them, yeah.
Number 4 is Oyster House. What you got?
Yeah.
Number 3 is. You might have said this. It's gonna be hard to pronounce this one. La Llorona Cantina, East Pass Young.
I did not say that one.
You said a different cantina.
I said,
right?
yeah, Caballitos. Interesting. See, I haven't been there and I haven't heard of it, but I have heard of Caballitos, so.
Yeah. Number 2 is the International in Old Kensington.
Really?
Have you been there?
I haven't. I've been past it a bunch of times.
It's crisp. I've never.
It's
thought of going there
unassuming, I thought.
happy hour. It's pretty. Like you go in there, it's a pretty good vibe.
Yeah.
But I've never been there. Like thought of going there for happy hour before.
Okay.
honestly. And number 1 is Bloomsday Society Hill.
Wow. I really just feel like I thought I knew the city, and I'm like, I must not. There's so many places I haven't even heard of.
Yeah.
Never heard. Have you been there?
No, never heard of it.
Well, I'll have to go for the series.
Absolutely. So this one's fun.
Okay.
Are you single?
I am single.
Okay. So I think this one is going to be a good one for you then.
Oh, well, now I'm nervous.
What are the top 5 date spots in Philadelphia, according to
Ooh.
Yelp.com?
According to Yelp. So is like dinner activities all included?
It's pretty much, these are all like bar restaurants.
Bar and restaurant. Okay. Is Tria on there?
Trio's not on here.
Okay. Wow. I feel like this is gonna be another swing and a miss. If like Del Frisco's is on there, I'm gonna lose my crap. I will lose it. Tell me that it's not. Del Frisco's.
Del Frisco's is not, but I feel like some of these are pretty like higher end.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of these definitely are.
Because you should be wined and dined. Budokan?
Budokan's not on here.
Wow. I'm like, I said I was gonna be bad, and I'm like doing so much worse than I thought I could.
So 2 of these are in Rittenhouse, 2 are in Center City, and 1's in Fishtown.
There's one Park.
Park not on here.
Rouge.
Rouge is not on here. It'll be coming up though later. Rouge is coming.
Oh, okay. I have opinions on that.
Okay.
I'd say Devon, but they're going out of business.
Yeah, they're not on
They're
here.
not on here. Rittenhouse. Restaurant Alexander?
That's coming up later, but not on here.
Wow. Okay. I must not know the area as well as I thought I did.
You know all these spots.
I do?
Yeah, you definitely do.
But for date night, I'm like, you said, okay, higher end. Alpine Rose?
Not on here.
Okay, let's go through. I
let's
really
go
cannot
through it.
believe this. Yeah.
Number 5 is R&D in Fishtown.
Okay. That one makes sense. But for a date, I guess if you're just doing cocktails.
Yeah, you're doing cocktails.
Okay.
Number 4 is Giuseppe's and Sons.
Oh, okay. Now I feel like an idiot. Yeah. Obviously that spot's on there.
Number 3 is Sky High. Which I
Oh,
believe is the 4th
JG.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2 is the Dandelion in Rittenhouse.
Oh, they're like, this is like people that have money. Like, we're talking high end dates.
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So the kind of people that I should be looking for.
And number 1 is the Library Bar in Rittenhouse.
See, I've been wanting to go there, but I've heard it's very expensive. So
Yeah,
I mean, perfect for a date night.
We did a list on the most expensive bars in Philly, and they were on that.
Really?
List.
That
Yes.
does not shock me then.
Yeah. So was Sky High, but someone was saying that like in the comments, which I thought was funny, is like my wife and I went here and we just got Yingling and it was cheap.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
that
do it
checks
right
out.
if you just want to enjoy the view, right?
Yeah. If you want like a cheap glass of wine and enjoy the view. Yeah, I guess so. Well, now I need to find someone to take me on a date to these places.
Penny's DMs are open. So this is your list, Penny. This one's funny. What are the top 5 worst date spots in Philadelphia, according to Penny?
You have a list? Like,
No,
actually,
like-
we're going off.
You're gonna
Okay.
go, your
Okay,
top
I
5
thought you like
worst
had a
date
list that like I like must have like talked about. I was like, that's crazy. Worst date spots. Oh, I feel like I'm gonna get canceled if I say some of these.
Now, it doesn't have to be because like the spot's like a bad spot.
It's
but
just
if you,
not
like,
good for a date.
It's just not good for a date. Like you could have like maybe a local pizza spot, great pizza, great place, but like, why are you taking me here on a date?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. I'd have to say it's gonna be up there, McGillen's.
Really?
I know a lot of people find love there, but you're not. Don't take someone on a date. You can do like a third date to McGillen's. Don't do a first date at McGillen's.
Really?
Yes.
It's just too busy?
It's loud. The seating doesn't really like lend itself to like a date night spot. You never really know what you're gonna get there at any time of the day.
True.
Yeah, so I'd put them up there.
Where do you put them? You said number 3?
We'll say we'll go middle, number 3.
Number 3, okay.
But now I have to find a worse spot. I would say anywhere that's loud, really. I don't know. Oh, this person's gonna hate me for saying it. I'm just gonna get canceled. I'm canceling myself. Love this spot. Bar is amazing. Drinks are good. Frame in Old City.
Frame.
I would
Okay.
not go on a first date there. It's loud. It's the energy is high, and I think like if you want to have a relaxed time getting to know someone, maybe go on a first date and then go there.
Okay.
So I would put Frame at like number 4.
Number 4, okay.
Yeah. I love you, Frame. Please don't cancel me.
We love Frame.
Yeah, we love Frame. Ooh, on the same wavelength, I would say Vinyl.
Vinyl. How can you have a date, especially first date?
First date, I feel like, yeah, like I said, the energy's high. Like it's
Yeah.
loud. Like you'd get a good cocktail, but if you want to get to know someone, they'd be like, "This is where you're taking me." Like really.
Yes.
So I put Vinyl. Is it criminal if I say number 2?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
Number 2. So now I have to think of the best and the worst for my worst list. So number 1 and number 5.
Concourse.
Oh God. Well, that is like jail. If you take someone that jail, I didn't even think of that because I like who would possibly ever
You're thinking
do
of
that?
more realistic, but like if
Okay,
someone's
no,
like
I'm putting that at number 1, concourse.
number one,
Concourse. You can go there for like a fun night.
ball pit at Concourse, worst number 1.
You have to be 20 years old to think to even do that. Well, 21 to enter, but okay, yeah, concourse number 1. And then what's like a pretty tame one, but I'd still be like, oh, you're taking me here. Ooh, I feel like I'm just sticking to Old City, but I'm gonna go Max Tavern.
Max Tavern.
Yeah, I think if like the person loves Always Sunny, then sure, that's a great date night spot. But if not, it's like you're really not trying at all. Like you really just picked a spot in an area and you're like, let's go there. So yeah, Max Tavern, I would say number 5.
It's a solid list.
Solid list. And I feel like I'll come back and make revisions, but when I'm not on the spot. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
We can always go through this again at another time.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that.
I guess I'm gonna get canceled.
No, I think that was very good. This next part, I think this might be your favorite drink according to your Instagram.
Oh, it definitely is. Yes, it definitely is.
Okay.
Espresso martinis.
So Penny, this is according to PhillyMag.com. What are the top 10 espresso martini spots in Philadelphia?
I already know I'm gonna be pissed off. I already know it. I'm gonna guess Rouge is up there.
Rouge actually did not make the list.
Thank God. Thank God for anyone who's saying that they don't have a bad espresso martini, but it's definitely not the best. Okay, so they're not on the list.
They're not on the list, no.
Almira.
Almira's on the list. This one actually, I'm gonna give them some credit. I think this one's actually pretty thought out very well.
Really?
Yes.
Because I rank espresso martinis.
Really?
And so I'm hoping that all the places I have ranked high have made it, but now I fear they won't be. But you said it's thought out.
Because like some of the notes I wrote, like some of them were like out there. I'm like, really?
Really?
And then I like wrote the notes down so we could talk about it because
Yeah.
a lot of these are crazy.
Jerry's Bar?
Jerry, no.
Okay, so then they don't have taste. Panorama Wine Bar?
Not on here.
Pizzeria Stella?
Not on here.
These are like all like ones that these are all ones that I've rated over a 9. Blind Barber?
Not on here.
If JG is, I'm gonna be mad.
They're not.
Okay. Is it also like higher end places?
Some of them are. Not all of them. A lot of these are like restaurants, honestly.
Really? Is
Yeah.
Restaurant Alexander?
They're not on here.
I am like shocked. People are gonna think I don't know espresso martinis. I'm discrediting myself. How many in Center City?
So Center City has 1, 2, 3. Most of these are Center City, Grad Hospital, Northern Liberties, Fishtown, Kensington.
Oh, there's one in Kensington.
There's one in Kensington.
Okay. Is the one in Kensington stateside?
No. Mm-mm.
Wow.
This list is
I feel like we
super
can't
hard.
air this.
No, because it's funny because like people, there's so many restaurants and places in Philly, but maybe this person hasn't been to the spots
All of
that
them.
you rank. Yeah.
There's just we just talked about it. Giuseppe.
Giuseppe's not on here. There's another a nice Italian restaurant on here.
Really, it's not Bellini.
Mm-mm.
I'm like so mad at myself. Is Alpine Rose on there?
Not on here.
Wow.
I think we just have to go through it, and
Yeah,
like, you're gonna have to
I'm
compensate
like-
on this. So number 10 is Bar 1010 in Northern Liberties.
I have thoughts, but yes, okay.
Apparently they do they shave Parmesan cheese on top of the espresso martini.
Yes, they do. It is fun for the gimmick. Does not add to the taste.
Does not add to the taste.
No, it is just like I see the vision and I get why it goes viral. It is, if you like espresso martinis, that's not going to be your vibe.
Mm-mm.
But there are other ones. Like I had their pumpkin one and that one was good. But their classic one,
Pumpkin?
yeah, they do like a bunch of different flavors, like for the
Oh,
seasons.
It's like the Starbucks of espresso martinis.
Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you can any season they're probably gonna they probably have peppermint right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
all
So I
right.
think if you like to switch it up and you like the sweeter espresso martinis, like that's definitely a good
You think
spot.
it's fair on that list?
No comment.
All right, let's move on from that one.
People are gonna think I'm so stuck up.
Number 9 is Four Humors in Kensington.
Okay, that one is on my list of I need to go to.
Mm.
So I'm not surprised by that. A lot of people have said really great things about them.
So we'll get back on your review on that place.
Yeah.
Number 8 is Rex at the Royal.
Also haven't been there. But it doesn't surprise me. That's also in Center City. Or no, that's Fishtown.
Grad
Okay.
Hospital.
Okay.
This one's in Fishtown. This one I was like, what? Kalaya in Fishtown?
Really?
So apparently they have espresso martini. It is on the dessert menu. It's made with Thai iced coffee, cacao, fish sauce, and chili. It's sweet and savory, and it packs a little tingly heat. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll be honest, just hearing it, but it sounds super unique.
I'll try anything once, and I think that that could be fun. But I also err on the side of like a traditional espresso martini. But I think that could be fun. I could see why people would like it. It's a little bit of a switch up. Sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Fish sauce.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I tried Parmesan cheese on an espresso martini, so I can't really say much, but okay.
I think this list might be known for the more unique ones. But
Yeah.
Number 6 is banh mi in bottles in Grad Hospital.
Oh, a friend of mine just went and said their espresso martini was really good.
Okay. That's on here.
Yeah.
Number 5 is R&D Fishtown.
Okay. Theirs are small though. It's like
haven't
a
had them
smaller. I mean, no, it's small. It's good, but it's
It's
like
good.
a smaller cocktail. Yeah.
Number 4 is Cafe Gran L'Aquila in Rittenhouse.
Okay.
Have you had theirs there?
I've had wine there, but I haven't had the espresso martini.
It's pretty good. It's like it tastes like espresso.
Is it like rich?
It's like coffee.
Okay.
Like, it's like
Because that's what
not
I
a
like.
sweet-
Like it
it's not
needs
a
to
sweet.
taste. You need to taste the coffee and the alcohol, and it can't be overly sweet.
Yeah, that you'll like it then a lot.
Okay.
It's really good. Number 3 is a W in Center City, W Philadelphia.
Okay. They do have a very good one.
Good.
And they do the whole gimmick of the cannoli on top, so it goes. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people love it.
Yeah. Number 2 is Enswell in Center City.
Okay. That's on my list of also ones to try.
And number 1, the Elephant Bar and Restaurant in Center City.
A moment of silence. Listen, I love espresso martinis. I do. And they do every variation you can think of. I was actually just there last week because they did their Christmas pop-up.
Mm.
So I can understand why it made the list. They have like if you want to try any flavor, any kind of like variation, go there. That is a fun spot. If you think that you like espresso martinis, and you can do a classic one there too. But number 1, I'm wondering if it's because it's an espresso martini bar that it made number 1. It is like solely that
They're
is the purpose
newer?
of it. They were what was it before? Bloom?
Okay.
It was Bloom, and then I think that's what it was called. And then it turned into like the elephant, and every season it changed. So it was like green elephant for St. Patty's Day, red elephant. They've been every single color of elephant, but now I think it's just the elephant.
The elephant.
Yeah.
The elephant in the room.
Mhm.
That's cool. Well, I think you did really well on the list.
I think you're lying. I think
No,
that you're
I think
lying.
you did. These are. It's hard.
Yeah.
They're really hard.
I think for the gimmick of those, I can understand why they made the list.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You'll have to try some of this spots.
Yeah, now I have like a new list that I need to now go and run through those and see if they hold up.
Cool. So we're moving on to the next game.
Okay.
It is Would You Rather.
Ooh, okay.
So we can get through some of these. I think you'll like this. So, all right. First, we're going off of neighborhoods. So, would you rather live in?
Okay.
Would you rather live in Fairmount or Fishtown?
I'm going to have to go Fishtown.
Fishtown, okay.
Fishtown. I love Fairmount, but I know that in Fishtown there's a lot more to do. So I like to like walk everywhere
Yeah.
and commute everywhere. And I think Fishtown makes that easier.
Okay.
And Fairmount, close to the L, like you could definitely still get by there. They have all the grocery stores, so like that makes it easy. But
Yeah.
Fishtown, I just feel like nightlife and just go at restaurants,
Yes.
especially like they have a lot more restaurants that I would like to not be a local at, but like go to more often than places in Fairmount.
I agree with that 100%. And I'm biased because I love Fishtown.
Yeah,
but-
you're close.
all right. So Fishtown or Grad Hospital?
Ooh, I feel like depending on the timing of my life, like right now, Fishtown.
Fishtown.
I think still fun, still fresh, like a lot of like older houses and apartments, which I like.
Mhm.
Grad Hospital, same thing, like older style. I just think, I don't know, I like this side of Broad. Like
Yeah.
Rittenhouse is fine, Grad Hospital is fine. It's where the money is.
Yeah.
I just think that I cling to like the younger side of Fishtown and Northern
maybe
Liberties area.
eventually.
Yes, I think
Okay.
like that is like a settling down place.
I think you'll think of this the same answer with this next pub.
Okay.
Fishtown or Queen Village.
Ooh, see, I'm biased. So,
okay.
yeah, I'm in Old City right now, and I love Queen Village because it's not that far from everything. So I'm gonna go Queen Village. I'm gonna switch
Queen
up.
Village.
I'm gonna go Queen
switch it
Village.
up.
Yeah,
All right. Queen Village.
yeah.
Takes,
Which
takes
also
it.
people are gonna say it gives the same vibe as Grad Hospital, and it kind of does. But you're still around Old City and the bars there, and I'm partial to Old City.
It's cool. I really like. You can honestly feel the old energy there. because
Yes.
It's so old. But
Yeah.
I love it.
Everything's beautiful over there.
Yes. Queen Village or Northern Liberties?
I'm sticking Queen Village.
Sticking Queen Village?
Yeah, I have friends that live in Northern Liberties, and it's fun to go to. But like I said, just being able to commute and everything, and like the area, Queen Village.
Queen Village?
Yeah.
Queen Village or Washington Square West?
Oh gosh, because they're like so close to each other. I'm sticking Queen Village.
Queen Village.
Queen Village. Washington, also a great neighborhood. I just feel like we're getting to like the busier section.
Yes.
I say that and I literally just said Fishtown because it's busy, but a different kind of busy. Yeah, I would stay Queen Village.
Queen Village. This one is going to be a test, but I think you might stick with it.
Okay.
Queen Village or Rittenhouse Square?
Absolutely Queen Village. I have thought about Rittenhouse.
Really?
Yeah, I've thought about it. They have a lot going on for them.
Mhm.
It's just not my neighborhood.
Really?
Like I've walked around it and it, like I love it over there when I visit, but it's when I visit, it's like 5 minutes down the road.
That's how Philly feels, though.
It is. If I have to hop on the L to get there, I'm visiting. No, I like it to visit or to like hang out in. I wouldn't want to live there.
No.
There's a grocery store around there. I'm
Yeah.
just thinking of like convenience and like having to walk to Market Street to get on the L or yeah. So I'm gonna say Queen Village.
Queen Village.
Yeah.
Queen Village takes the
the
top.
W.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Now, here is a list according to Penny. We're gonna
Okay.
get your opinion on this
Okay.
one. Penny, what are your top 5 neighborhoods in Philadelphia? Now, this is based on nightlife, affordability, food, entertainment. So
Okay. That's a lot to factor in. Now I feel like everyone's gonna say I'm contradicting myself. Okay. Like I said, I'm biased. Old City's up there. They have a lot of nice restaurants. It's easy to commute places. It is a little bit on the pricier side. There is some new development going up, which makes me sad. But so Old City, I would say number 3.
okay,
Is this a list of 5? Sorry, I didn't even ask.
list of 5. Yes.
Okay. I would put them 3. I also South Philly, though I feel like I'm from South Philly and it's getting a lot of flack right now because a lot of transplants are coming in and moving out there.
Yes.
Which I get, it makes sense, it's cheap, but that's why a lot of people are moving there. It's cheap. There's a lot of great food. The neighborhoods are all really nice. And like I said, if you don't know the city well, that's a nice place to settle and then learn kind of where you like. So I would put South Philly at number 2.
Number 2. Wow.
Yeah, number
okay.
2. So we have Old City 3, South Philly 2. I'm gonna say Northern Liberties 1.
Northern Liberties 1.
Northern Liberties 1.
Wow.
It is close to Fishtown. It's close to the L. There's always new apartments going up, which also is a shame. But it's true. So like affordability, like the rent is starting to go down because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just a lot of fun things to do. So I would say No Libs 1.
I can agree with that.
I'll put. See, I like U City because I went to Drexel, but I also know like that's more of like young college vibe, so I'll stay away from that. I'll go Fairmount 4.
Okay.
Also, like
solid.
kind of like becoming younger. Grocery stores are great. You can commute.
Mhm.
New bars are popping up, so that's exciting. And then I'll go Fishtown 5.
Fishtown 5.
Fishtown 5, yeah. I know if I had to read that list back, I couldn't. No, yeah, Fishtown 5.
So Fishtown 5, Fairmount 4, 3 Old City, 2
Philly.
So you had South Philly, and 1 you had Old City.
No,
you had
no.
Northern Liberties.
Northern Liberties, yeah.
Northern Liberties.
Yeah. Wow, now I feel like I'm not a proponent of gentrification, and I think that's happening throughout the city, and that's kind of how it seems. But yeah, for affordability and nightlife, I think I feel solid on that list.
Yeah, I think that's solid.
And if anyone wants to get mad that I didn't say Northeast Philly, look at yourself in the mirror and ask if you'd want to live there. No, it's a great spot, and I know a lot of people from there, but like that's not going to make in the
Even
city
my
top
girlfriend
list.
doesn't want to live there anymore. So.
The
She's
people that
from
I
there.
know that live there don't want to live there anymore. It's like
All
the Delco of Philly.
Okay, so I have a friend in Miami. Shout out Joe, watching this pod. But he went to an Eagles tailgate last year. He's like, why is everyone working construction? He was hanging out with a bunch of people from Delco.
Everyone.
And I'm like, so Delco and Northeast Philly are like
cousins.
they're almost the same.
Yes. The accents, there's a little bit of a switch up, but like for attitudes and how people act, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to tell if someone's from Northeast or if they're from Delco.
I'm going to say it. I think, well, this
No,
is
you can
super
say it.
controversial, but I think the people from Northeast now are more refined than the Delco. Like the guys. Some of the guys I met from Delco are
Unhinged.
psycho.
Savage, unhinged. And some of my best friends are from
There's some great people from Delco. I have a lot of friends from Delco, but
they need you to know that they're from Delco. It's like a different breed of people. Like they are so unapologetic and unhinged, and it is, yeah. And they all work in construction, and they haven't left their hometown.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm like really just out here
It's good.
just
Good. We
throwing
love Delco.
shots.
We love Delco.
Yeah, no.
All right, back to the game here. Would you rather eat at?
Okay.
All right. So, would you rather eat at Park or Jean George's?
It's gonna sound basic, but I'm gonna have to go Park because I haven't eaten at Park. I'm
Really?
like I said, it's like being from Philly and never
Actually
seen the
just had it
Liberty Bell.
last week for the first time.
I've heard it's really good.
Best French onion soup.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna say, did you get the soup and the cheese pool?
Unreal.
I heard the
Actually
bread's also
unreal.
amazing.
Bread's very good.
So I've been trying to go, and every single time I try and set it up, it's like a lot to get a reservation there, like on a weekend specifically.
Yeah, it's tough.
So if I could get that, I would say Park.
We got in like at 9:15. It was pretty late, but
Yeah, and see, like I'm like a 6 p.m. dinner girly.
Yeah.
Like I gotta eat early. So,
yeah,
but of the two, I would say Park.
Park. Okay. Park or Grand Cafe L'Aquila?
See, that one I struggle with pronouncing. Grand
Same.
Cafe.
Grand Cafe.
I've
My
had their
Italian
happy hour.
ancestors are rolling in their graves.
No, I know. I would definitely say Grand Cafe. They
Grand
have great drinks, so I can only assume that the food's also phenomenal.
The food is very good.
Yeah.
Grand Cafe or Vetri Cucina?
Veggie Cucina. I'm gonna stick Grand Cafe.
Grand
I
Cafe.
had a sandwich there once when I was hungover, and it was like the best thing that like brought me back to life.
Mm.
So I know that they do sandwiches well, so I assume their whole menu is gonna be good.
Okay, well, that's good. Grand Cafe or LMNO?
That's a switch up because they're both so different.
They are.
All right, I'm moving to LMNO.
LMNO.
Yeah, it's so good. I had
So-
their tacos and one of their margaritas like when they first opened. So good. Like for like that yes, LMNO.
I'm not really a seafood person, but they have, or an oyster person. But they have fire roasted oysters.
Ooh.
They are like one of the best things I've ever had at a restaurant before.
Really?
Not even kidding.
See, I'm also like I like seafood, but like oysters, I don't know why the texture, it has to be just right for me to be like I really like that, so I'll have to try that.
They're like cooked because like they like have like a blowtorch thing and like
Oh, so they do it like
they're very
table
good.
side or like
No,
okay.
But like the flavor is just it's amazing. Like you have to try
Yeah,
it.
okay.
LMNO or Murph's?
I'm an Italian girly, which is like it's an Irish bar. So how does that even make sense? I'm gonna switch to Murph's.
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 Yeah, I think overall I agree.
The
but
mozzarella.
yeah, it's
I'm
so
hungry.
good.
Like now I'm like I actually need to go
Same,
eat after
same.
this.
Murph's open or no?
Yeah.
Murph's or Soraya?
Soraya.
Soraya.
Hands down, like of like 2024, one of the best meals I had in the city. I will say it to anyone who will listen. It is incredible what they do there. Food, vibes, atmosphere, service. Soraya, 100%.
Soraya.
Like, if I die, bury me in Soraya.
Yeah, I haven't. You know what? I lived in Fishtown for like 3 years, and
You haven't been?
No.
They do a
I know.
tasting menu, so even if you don't know what you like, you go and they have all the spreads, and oh my gosh, everything is so thought out. You would love it. You have to go. That is a good date night spot.
I'm gonna go
that
home
should
and
be
book
on
a
the list.
reservation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Add them to the list of date night spots.
Yeah. No, we'll do a penny list next time for the best date spots.
I feel like I need to
Yours.
prep ahead of time, but yes.
All right, going back to restaurants, we
Mhm.
want to know what you like. So, Penny, what are your top 5 restaurants in Philadelphia? Now, we want to base this on taste and also value.
Okay. Value. See, that's what makes it tough because I was gonna say Soraya, but that they're pricey.
Well, if it's worth the value, so like you know,
Oh, I see what you mean.
be
Okay.
like a sandwich shop down the street that might be like a no-name shop, but it might not be expensive, but the flavors
Yeah.
top tier flavor. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
So number 1, Soraya.
Number 1, Soraya.
Yeah.
Wow.
So good. Number 2, I already had this one locked and loaded because I love it so much. Porcini.
Porcini.
Yes. It's not as well known. Little Italian spot. You feel like you went home to your families and they're cooking you a meal. The chef comes out and talks to you, and the food is like, it's really not expensive. But they make you feel like you're home and it's family, and it is just an incredible experience. It's BYO.
Okay.
So Porcini number 2.
Where's it located?
It's 19th and or 20th and Sansom.
Okay.
So like Rittenhouse area.
Yeah.
Very unassuming. It
Mhm.
looks like someone's house from the front. And you
Wow.
walk in and it's just, it feels like home. So Porcini, number
Porcini,
2.
Number 2.
On the same vibe, oh my God, why did I immediately lose the name in my head? little Italian spot right off Broad. Oh wow. It's near the library bar. I'm so embarrassed. Oh, Giorgio's on Pine. Okay.
Giorgio's on
I
Pine?
literally like my brain just went blank. I was thinking about porcini. Giorgio's on Pine. I'm gonna go number 3.
Number 3, okay.
Yeah, they know they do it well, and they do it so well. Food's great, same vibes. Like you go there, you feel like your family. BYO, so they're up there. So yeah, I would say number 3.
Okay.
And I've recently just went there because everyone, like my entire life, was like, you gotta go. And I was such a fan of porcini. I'm like, but that's my little home spot. So Giorgio's is up there. I want to go like sandwich. Like I'm trying to think of like what's like low key that I would like highly recommend. Oh, okay. Breakfast, any day of the week. You could give me like the fanciest. No, I don't want that. Khyber Pass.
Khyber Pass.
Khyber Pass in Old City. $6 for a breakfast sandwich. It changed my life. It changed my life.
Really?
Yes. I don't know what magic they put into it because it's just like a little sandwich.
Yeah.
But for $6, which is like almost hard to beat now.
Yeah.
Every time I'm hungover or I'm just craving like breakfast food of any sort, Khyber Pass.
Can you give us your go-to order?
It is, so I get the Khyber egg and cheese,
Okay.
and I add bacon. They also have turkey bacon, but I'm like, if I'm going to go the
You're
whole
gonna
thing,
do
I'm
it.
doing it up.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
doing
of
it up.
course, yeah.
And then they do a frozen Irish coffee.
Frozen Irish coffee?
Yeah. It's like a New Orleans vibe in there.
Oh.
So that is my go-to order. Oh, and always a side of home fries because potatoes are important.
I'm starving.
That's why I'm making myself hungry. Yeah, so Khyber, I would say number 4. And then I have one more.
One more.
Where do I like to go? See, I feel like I'm swaying heavily towards Old City, but that's because that's where I live.
Okay.
I love Revolution House.
Okay.
On the corner of Second Market. They do a phenomenal pizza. It's, fire. Why can't I think of words today? Wood fire oven.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And each time I go, like I get the pepperoni, but add hot honey, and it slaps every single time.
What was the name again?
I don't know the actual name, but like it's just like their pepperoni pie, and I add Mike's hot honey.
Okay.
And it is like out of this world good.
Oh.
And anytime I bring someone to the city, I'm like, if you just want like a classic, like sit down pizza, quick thing, and they do an amazing espresso martini.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
So I'm
check it
surprised
out.
they weren't on the list for espresso martinis, but so that's my top 5.
Oh, it's a great list.
Yeah.
Great list.
If you haven't been to any, check them out. And if you don't like it, don't take it up with me.
Awesome. Moving on to the next segment. This is about places to live.
Okay.
Specifically, luxury apartments.
Okay.
All right. So we're still on Would You Rather.
Yeah.
So, would you rather live at the Piazza or the Sterling?
I'm gonna go Sterling.
Sterling.
I've heard that the Piazza's haunted.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't heard that?
No.
The ghost of the Piazza?
No.
So many people that have lived there for a long time talk about like how just things rattle, things go missing, there's weird noises, appliances stop working.
It's actually insane.
Yeah. You
Because
felt
now that
like
you're
weird
saying
vibes.
it, it's like, what?
You said your fridge was acting weird, and it's the ghost of
The
the
fridge
Piazza.
was cracked when it was completely closed.
Yeah, so it's a ghost.
Oh my god.
So I'm gonna go Sterling because I don't do those vibes. I don't do creepy haunted.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I'm freaked out.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So the Sterling versus 1001.
Okay, so I worked for a real estate company. I did accounting for them, and 1001 was one of our buildings.
Yeah.
Also haunted.
What?
Yeah, I'm like that brown, one brown, yeah, also haunted. There was like not newer builds, yeah. So Sterling, I'm sticking Sterling. Like I said, I don't do those bad vibes. I'm surprised you haven't heard of that.
No.
Maybe I just know all the haunted spots in the city, but yeah, so a lot of these
I'm
apartment
honestly
buildings.
not surprised because, yeah, I've definitely heard some creepy stuff living, at the Piazza. But I've never heard about any
1001
of this
also
stuff.
a little bit haunted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving next, we're still with the Sterling. Sterling versus the Ryland.
That one's like brand new. The units in there are pretty, but it's location wise, I'm gonna go Sterling.
Sterling.
Yeah.
Okay. Sticking to
Yeah,
Sterling.
sticking to Sterling.
Sterling versus the Atlantic.
Where's the Atlantic?
I believe it's in like Center City. It has like a rooftop pool up there.
Say less. Where in Center City?
Let's look it up. The Atlantic.
Because if it has a rooftop pool, that's my vibe. But I also feel like it's probably insanely crowded during summer.
Oh, here it is. I'll show you the picture.
I don't even want to know what the rent goes for. Oh, that's gorgeous.
It looks like it's like 13th and Locust.
Oh, okay. So
1401 Spruce.
okay, so that's still like, oh, it's on the other side of Broad.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
Okay, I'm going there. I haven't heard it's haunted, so I think that's the Atlantic. Okay,
Let's be real. We're
I
in
might
Philly.
tour it.
Probably
Yeah.
everything's probably haunted in the.
I'm in Old City,
Philly.
and they do the ghost tours like right outside my apartment.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm gonna go Atlantic on that one.
Atlantic. Okay.
Mhm.
The Atlantic versus the Alexander. Have you heard of that one?
That one's like grandiose, unless I'm thinking of something else.
Let's look it up. The Alexander Apartments.
I like even like thinking about how much these probably go for in rent makes me want to vomit.
It's probably
It's
crazy.
probably up there.
So apparently they have a pool as well, but it's indoors.
Okay. No, I'm gonna stay Atlantic.
Atlantic.
Yeah,
Okay.
that place, like, I'm sure it's nice.
Yeah.
But I just really the vibes with the Atlantic.
Okay, so we have this is the last one. The Atlantic or the Battery.
Ooh, because the Battery is kind of like old timey.
Right next to Penn Treaty Park, that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like nicely located too. But I'm still gonna stick with the Atlantic.
Stick with the Atlantic.
I'm saying that and like
we got
watch
the
I'll
winner.
tour it and then I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll go winners the Atlantic.
Winners the Atlantic.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, I think that's a great list. All right. Moving on. This is the last one of this segment, but we want to know your top 5.
Okay.
Penny, can you give me your top 5 Eagles tailgate checklist? What to do, where to go, must sees, must tries.
Oh, I absolutely can. Number 1, get there early. You gotta get there early. If you're gonna plan to tailgate, you gotta do it all day. Like, you have to commit. There is no showing up an hour before the game, showing up 2 hours before the game. Like, whenever the gates open, you get there. That's how I was raised. You go when it's early. So I would say number 1, get there early.
There.
2, can I say be prepared for debauchery? Like, it is
of course.
tissues, hand sanitizer. Like, you have to have these things on you because those porta potties are no joke. And even if you know someone who has like an RV or something, still you want to.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows they need to shower after they leave one of these tailgates.
Yeah.
But so just be prepared for. It's not going to be the cleanest experience you'll ever have. 3, always have a friend.
Never go alone.
No, yeah, never go. Like, you will make so many friends when you go to these tailgates, but the getting home is where you need to have someone with you because like I've traversed the L and the Broad Street line by myself, and I know how to do it. But there are some people that go to a tailgate for the first time, and I'm like, oh, like where's like you need to go home with someone. Yeah. So always bring a friend. I'd say like bring alcohol, but everyone has alcohol. Like people that go to the tailgates are stocked. Like they know how to do it.
Yeah.
But have your own stash because you don't want to be that person that's like clinging on to someone else.
one?
Yeah. Oh, like can you yeah. You don't want to be that person.
Yeah.
So backpack it up. Bring a case of White Claws, case of beer, whatever it may be. So keep that thing on you. So come prepared with alcohol.
Yeah.
And then I'm trying to think what else I could say. I'm like, also be prepared to lose your voice. Like there's a lot of screaming, a lot of music. So you gotta like be able to like talk to people and scream. So yeah, be prepared. I would say no, actually expect the unexpected. That is like just go in with the mindset where you're just gonna have fun and let the tailgate take you where it takes you. And never get anxiety because everyone else acted the same way. That would be my advice. Those are more like pieces, not like actual like tangible advice, but
no, I think that's great. Great checklist, honestly.
I would say you've tailgated.
Yeah, I've tailgated.
Have you done all of those things?
Pretty much. Maybe less prepared, I would say. More just like
you kind of learn.
Up.
Yeah. There are days when you're like, I'm just gonna go, and it is what it is. But it's always better to be prepared.
I definitely 100% agree with you. All that's exactly what you should do if you want to seize the day.
Yes.
If you want to make the most out of it, I think being prepared with all those items are good. I like to also like the hand sanitizer is huge because you definitely feel nasty down there.
Oh, it is not cleanly. Yeah. It is not. You can look cute. You're not gonna feel the most cute when you're. Yes, hand sanitizer is huge, and people forget. That's why I always keep like the little sprays on me.
Yeah. Now, when the tailgate ends, where would you recommend going after the game, or after the tailgate?
Surprise! I'm not gonna say Xfinity. A lot of people go there.
Yeah.
And it's just a lot. I mean, if you're at the tailgate, that's already a lot. And then like getting in, and I just feel like it's a zoo there. We like to go back to it's always Old City. but Stowe's, like the outdoor bar there,
Okay.
I think is a lot of fun because they have like the huge TVs, so like a
Mm.
nice place to gather around. Or Garage in South Philly, like you said. I'm now surprised that I didn't say that, but yeah, that's a great spot to watch. So I would say Garage and Stowe's in Old City.
Garage and Stoves.
Mhm.
All right. Good. That was good. People
Okay.
are gonna love that list. People are gonna love that checklist. That's awesome.
I hope so, but you have to, if you're gonna go 100%.
Go 100%.
Yeah.
All right. This next segment is fill in the blank.
Okay.
All right. So exactly what it is, just I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say blank, and you just have to.
Is there a right answer, or is it just like?
Yeah. There's only
okay.
one answer.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good idea for the next one. This Philadelphia influencer named blank is known for displaying their fun and chaotic lifestyle on TikTok and Instagram.
Bran Flakes.
Fran Flakes.
Yeah. We love Bran. He does it well.
Yes. The blank was signed in Philadelphia in the year 1776 that announced the 13 colonies' independence from Great Britain.
Declaration of Independence.
That's correct.
I thought it was gonna be like a blank, 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 because Declaration of Independence.
Oh no, just
Yeah,
one blank.
okay.
One blank. Yeah.
Big blank.
One big. Yep. All right. This one, I don't know if I think you'll get this one.
Oh, I'm scared.
This Italian restaurant in South Philadelphia called blank is the oldest family-run restaurant in the United States of America.
I can picture where it is, and I cannot get to the name. I want to say it's off Wolf Street. I'm not gonna get there. No, take away my South Philly card. Wow, no.
It's someone's name.
Nick's? No, that's sorry, that's roast beef. My God. No, I'm not gonna get it.
Ralph's.
Ralph's? Okay. Wow. Yeah, I denounce myself being from South Philly.
All right, here's the next one. This Irish bar in Fishtown named blank is known for serving some of the best Italian food in the city of Philadelphia.
It's got to be Murph's.
Yes, that's it.
And they do it well.
Yes, very well. Philadelphia is home to over 3,600 blank. These are vibrant and colorful artworks that can be found all over the city of Philadelphia.
Murals.
Murals.
Originally, my brain immediately went rats, and I was like, no, there's so many more rats. But yeah, definitely murals, and we have some of like the most gorgeous murals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually hilarious, though. There are a
Rats.
lot of rats in Philadelphia. Philadelphia hosted the first annual blank parade, which was originally created by the department store Gimbels.
Mummers.
No.
Is it the Thanksgiving parade? No.
Thanksgiving parade, yeah.
Nuh-uh.
Thanksgiving.
Okay, well, Mummers still valid in my mind. I said it like I immediately thought Mummers. I'm like, that has to be it. Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
The OG.
The first was Philadelphia. Thanksgiving
Okay.
parade. Yep.
Take that, New York.
The gates first opened for the nation's first blank in Philadelphia in 1874. This place has an array of wildlife exhibits.
The aquarium? Wait, the zoo.
The zoo.
Yeah,
the
oh my
zoo.
gosh. I'm like,
Yeah.
we're not in Camden, the zoo. I'm like all frazzled from the Mummers thing.
You did good. You got like pretty much every single one besides
So if it was a test, I
One.
would get like a B.
9 out of 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got a
So,
9.
yeah.
9 out of 10. That's good. Really good, actually. Excuse me. My goodness. All right. Next game we have is true or false.
Okay.
All right. So true or false. South Philly has more murals than any other part of the city.
West Philly has so many. False.
True.
Really?
Yeah.
West Philly has so many. Okay. I would accept maybe West Philly's number 2.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I
There
don't-
are a lot in South Philly, but I can just
Yeah.
driving through the neighborhood of like in West Philly, there's so many.
There's so many.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's a
over
vibrant city.
3,600
Yeah, it's a
murals.
vibrant city.
It is a very vibrant city.
Okay.
The first soft pretzel was invented in Philadelphia.
True.
That's actually false.
I want to flip my seat. There's no way. One, there's no way I'm this bad at this, but there's no way.
So it was invented in Europe, but it is a
No.
Philly staple.
Yeah, where's the source? I don't believe that. I know someone in their basement whipped that thing up, and the Europeans took it. There's no way.
Yeah, apparently it was brought over by like German immigrants.
Okay, no, that I can actually buy that. Yeah, because it's a German staple too.
But Philly put it on the map. Let's be
All
real.
right, so I'm 0 for 2.
But
Okay.
it's good. The Declaration of Independence was signed at City Hall.
No, it was Independence Hall, wasn't
That's
it?
correct.
Yeah,
False.
yeah,
Exact-
false.
So some of these are tricky. I should have gave you a warning.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what? Now you're just trying to get me.
I try not to be hard as some of the teachers in school, but
Yeah.
some of these are kind of hard.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles are the oldest NFL team still using their original name. True or false?
True.
False.
Who else?
They were originally the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets.
That's made up. Someone on Wikipedia changed this. There's no way.
Yeah, I think back in like the old like 30s and stuff, they were the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets.
Oh, thank God we changed that. Oh well, in my head, I'm gonna keep that as true.
The Eagles. They're the one and only
We've always
Eagles.
been the Eagles.
Yeah. True or false? Rocky Balboa's statue is taller than the actual actor Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
I've seen him next to it. Yeah.
That's true. I think that the statue's pretty giant.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
True or false? The city of Philadelphia has a no dancing law for bars without a cabaret license.
Maybe back in like the 20s and 30s. If that's still a thing, we are a Quaker state. But I'm gonna go false.
So it is true, though rarely enforced.
How could they enforce that?
Yeah, it's impossible to enforce.
That is, yeah. What a Quaker state we
Pennsylvania
are.
has some strange laws.
The liquor laws. It's insane. Like, you can't sell beer and wine in the same spot. Oh no, it's
Yeah.
way too antiquated, if you ask me.
Yeah. We
But
need
interesting. Okay, so that one was true.
a penny for mayor to get some.
Oh, you don't
changes.
want me as mayor? After people hear like my list, they're gonna be like, no, thank you.
True or false? Philadelphia has the largest urban park system in the U.S.
I don't know, because you have Central Park, like in New York. But I feel like I should say the opposite of whatever I think. True.
It's false.
I'm gonna kill
But
myself.
Fairmount Park is one of the largest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next game. This is actually our last game, Penny.
Okay.
So
I can't do much worse than I have been, so
you've been doing good.
you're
Don't
being
discount
too
yourself.
nice.
It's called This or That.
Okay.
So the goal of this game is answer with the first answer that comes to mind.
Okay.
All right. So don't think about it too much. Just I'm gonna say something, this or that, and you're just gonna pick
Okay.
one. All right.
Got it. Okay.
So the first category is food.
Okay.
Pat's or Geno's?
Neither. Sorry, is that legal? Can I say that?
You can say, but if
Okay.
you,
If I had to give one Geno's, ugh, that pains me.
Wawa hoagie or soft pretzel,
Hoagie,
scrapple or pork roll,
pork roll,
ice cream or water ice,
water ice,
cannoli or croissant,
cannoli.
cannoli.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big cannoli girl.
That's what I had for food. So not
Okay. Not too bad now.
Next up is category number 2 is bars.
Okay.
Dirty Frank's or Bob and Barbara's,
Dirty Franks.
Xfinity or Chiggies and Pete's,
Xfinity.
Ladder 15 or McGillen's,
Ooh, you said for ladder 15.
Oscar's Tavern or El Bar,
That's impossible. L bar.
Rouge or the Ritz Carlton.
Ritz.
All right. Okay. How do you feel about that?
It's nervous because I love Oscars,
Mm.
but I love the L bar. Those were tough. Those ones were definitely harder.
Yeah. This last category is sports.
Okay.
All right. So let's get right to it. Eagles or Phillies?
Eagles.
Sixers or Flyers?
Sixers.
Go to a Phillies game or an Eagles tailgate?
Eagles tailgate.
Philly fanatic or gritty?
Gritty.
Nick Foles or Allen Iverson?
Foles.
Carson Wentz or James Harden?
Harden.
It's good. You crushed it.
I know people are gonna have so many opinions, but yeah, no. I mean, Foles won us the Super Bowl, so.
Foles won us the Super Bowl, which yeah, I agree.
And like,
it's
once
hard
we
to top
appreciate
that.
your work, but you're a lot of work too. So
AI's still a legend. He's still a legend.
yeah,
The Wentz or Harden. I mean, people
that's
hate Wentz.
yeah.
But Harden was kind of,
Those were tough. Those were tough matchups.
yeah.
Iverson also great.
Yes. That was good. You crushed it. You did really well. You did really well. Any other things you wanna touch on? Any of the list? Any of the opinions? Anyone you want to shout out?
Anyone I want to shout out? Oh gosh. For the list, I apologize for how bad I was. I watched these and I'm like sitting there on my phone. I'm like, this is so easy. How can't they name 10? Oh, it's hard. It is harder than it seems. People I want to shout out. Oh gosh, no. So many people. I mean,
Restaurants, bars, anyone?
restaurants, bars. National Mechanics in Old City, love them. I will never not talk about them. As for like people and like just creators
Yes.
in this space, we have so many amazing influencers. So like if you are ever looking for like pages to follow, I have like so many. Like the Philly Food Ladies, Philly Food and Bar, obviously Brand's amazing, Brand Flakes. All of my friends are gonna be like, I can't believe you didn't say me, Lower Marion Foodie. There's if you go to my page and go to like any food page, you're gonna like find so many amazing creators. We do a phenomenal job just covering the city.
Mhm.
I say we, but no, there's so many great spots and businesses that need recognition. So I'm happy that these creators are taking that into like their own hands and putting out the good word. So,
Who should we ask to come on the show next?
oh gosh, I think I'm gonna call her out, Lizzie from Lower Marion Foodie. You'll
Lizzie
get a
from Lower-
lot of good opinions,
Okay.
and a lot of people will not agree that her opinions are valid because she's not from the city. But that's why I think it'll be fun.
Lower Marion gets a pass because of Kobe. So, you know what?
I don't agree. Well,
You don't agree?
she's my bestie, and I'm still like, you're not a city girl. But no, she knows the city better than some people that live here. So I think she'd be a fun one to have on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it was really great meeting you. I
was
had
so
a
nice
lot of
meeting
fun. Yeah.
I had so much fun. I was nervous, and I'm still nervous. I'm like, oh God, I feel like I messed up on those lists, but it was a great time.
You did really good. Make sure everyone, please go follow Penny. Her content is amazing. It's made waves. I've seen her content probably for a couple years popping up on
Aw.
my feed, and you crush it. So
Aw, thank you so much. No,
Yeah.
it's always fun. And getting to meet people like you and do stuff like this, like it's kind of what makes it worth it. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
course. All
And
right.
follow this podcast if you're not already doing that. Yeah, let's get there. You might be listening. Follow the podcast.
Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok. You'll see more people like me that you probably don't care about. But some great guests, and he does an amazing job. So follow the pod.
Appreciate it. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
I was just shouting you out on your own channel.
Awesome.
No, but this is so fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Take care.
Thank you.